Okay, so in the spirit of pantry cleanout, I'm going to show you some more of my cupboards in my fridge. However, there's not really much to clean out, but we can look at this in the opposite way, that this is, this is what you stock up on. Okay, these are the things that you want to have, so when you're ready to cook, because you're hungry and you're going to meal prep, you've got the right foods. Let's take a quick look at the fridge here. Okay, so in the fridge, of course, condiments on the door. That's what you got, But then we look inside the fridge here, some wild salmon, wonderful. Have to remember to put that back. We've got different meats here we got from Costco anyway. Moving on real quick, liquid egg whites. Why do we have liquid egg whites? Because I like to make smoothies. This is some more fish here. But liquid egg whites, I put these in my smoothie. If you've seen my smoothie video, which is also going to be attached to this, this is part of the ingredient list for your smoothies. Okay. Also, of course, big bag of Power Greens. Got several of these in here. You got to have those loaded up. These little bad boys are pretty awesome. Avocado on the go. So if you chop up your carrots and your celery, and you got a little something to dip it into, because it's fun to dip your vegetables into something, but most people go with ranch, or hummus is okay. We have some hummus options here as well. Hummus can get dangerous, of course. It's easy to eat too much of it. Well, so can avocado on that matter as well. Now let me point out something though that you might not think that we should have. This is from last night's cheat meal. Pizza. But you get a cheat meal. This is reality, people. You get a cheat meal in life. Okay? You have to have a cheat meal. It's good for your metabolism. It's good for your sanity. This right here, this is just some canned chicken that's mixed up with some Greek yogurt. Okay? And we've got, you got to have a drawer full of veggies. So we've got some organic mushrooms, we've got broccoli, we've got tomatoes and peppers and carrots. You got to have this stuff. We've got, more fish. You got to have fish. Fish is so good for you. Organic chicken. You got to be stocked up on the right stuff. So, when we're talking about pantry clean out, when we're talking about going to the grocery store, you got to clean out the stuff that you don't want and put in the stuff that you know that you can eat that's good for you. Because when you go and, I'm so hungry, and you go and open up your fridge, if there's stuff in there that you shouldn't be having, sooner or later you're going to eat it. Because, especially when you're hungry, everyone makes bad decisions when they're hungry and when they're intoxicated. But when you're hungry, you make bad decisions, okay? And you get, you're angry. Everyone knows about the whole hangry thing, hungry and angry at the same time. Well, that same thing happens when you're trying to find the right food and, it's just not there. I'm going to take this, But you got to have eggs on hand. You got to have, bread. Let's talk about bread for a quick second, hot second. There's very little bread out there that is going to be okay. 95% of it is going to make you gain weight. And even, of course, the best bread out there is going to make you gain weight if you have too much of it. Bread's another one of those things, just, refined grains. In order to make bread, you have to refine the grain. And refined grains are going to make you gain weight, which most of us know refined grains as crackers and chips, okay? But what else? Bread, pasta, these are refined grains, okay? So you got to try and stay away from them as much as possible, but have things like, look at this, delicious, right? Or, coconut, wonderful. These are the things that you have to have on hand in order to live healthy. Even going into this section here. Corn tortillas. It's corn. It's not that bad. So if you're going to have, maybe you want to make some little tacos with some, today we had some carne asada and some peppers in the pan with some little corn tortillas mixed with some black beans. some salsa, pretty healthy meal, right? And these are the things that you have to have on hand. If you have it on hand, you're going to eat it. Okay, I can't say that enough. All right, let's move on a little bit here. I'm going to show you the cupboards here. So going into the cupboard, once again, pretty clean. This is my house. You know, we do have noodles. Oops, making a mess. The boys love noodles, okay? My little guys, they love noodles. So you gotta have noodles on hand. You know, you boil some water and some noodles, they're good. But what else? Brown jasmine rice. This is good for you. You should always have brown jasmine rice, or brown rice on hand. We have jasmine rice in general. With this program, you'll get lists of the different rices that you can and should eat, ones you shouldn't eat. Rice cakes. Rice cakes aren't that bad for you, especially if you're on a solid diet plan. This is part of things that you can eat. The rest of it's going up here. You know, we got some dried fruits up here. None of the rest of this is a whole lot to talk about. But let's go into the other cupboard here real quick. Oh, this is butter dish. Butter isn't that bad for you. A lot of people say, oh, butter is bad for you. You know, if you're getting organic, Kerrygold, grass-fed butter, not bad for you at all, especially in moderation. You gotta have it in moderation, of course. So, looking in here, black beans. The organic black beans. You know me, I love organic, okay? But black beans, you know, you strain this into a strainer, you get the goo out, you mix this with just about it. This is a real quality energy source. Not just black beans, of course. We've got there's some kidney beans back here. They're hiding. Wild caught albacore tuna. Good to have on hand. Another great thing to put with your meals. Olives, healthy fats. You gotta have healthy fats. You know, spices down here. Some canned chicken. You know, this is because you got to have stuff in a pinch, right? So, of course, we got chicken breasts in there, and we cook chicken breasts, but there's some times when you're just like, oh, you know what? And yeah, so I prefer, of course, to have my organic chicken breast eat, but sometimes you don't have the luxury, the time to do that. Grab a can of chicken, undo it, mix it with some of your other goodies like some black beans or some olives, you know, whatever else, some vegetables that you have left on hand. You gotta have stuff in a pinch, okay? So there's some good items like, like the tuna and things like that you just need to have. But let's look down below. Bananas, oranges. Well, here's some more of that bread. Avocados, you gotta always have like avocados on hand. Blood oranges. Apples. Limes for the smoothie. I put limes in my smoothie. Anyway, pineapple. I mean, you gotta have fresh fruit. The point is here is that you have to have the right food. Get rid of the wrong food, bring the right food in, and this is going to be easy, okay? So there's a lot more to this. We're gonna keep going through it, so stay with me and just keep doing your best through this whole process of cleaning out the garbage, the crap we call it, and bringing in the right foods. You got your shopping list with this program, and it won't be as daunting as it might seem. Anyway, all right, so there's that part of it. I'll see you again soon in another video.